Everybody, it's Nicole, and today we are going to do a resin pour. So I'm going to kind of just do a off-the-cuff quick resin pour. I'm going to pour this trinket tray, this jar, and then this ashtray, or you can use it as a tray, as a trinket tray, or like you can put your change or whatever it is. So I've already mixed up the resin and I've poured some of it into this particular tray already because I wanted to make sure that I had enough at least for this. And then we'll see how it goes with the jar. And then I'll probably have to mix up more for this particular bowl or ashtray. So what we're going to do with this oval trinket tray is something that I really like to do, which is petri dish art. So that normally consists of a white, I guess, pusher, which is usually what pushes down the alcohol ink. This is the brand that I like. There's other brands, I think Ranger sells, but this is the one that I like. So these are the colors we're going to use. Oops, sorry about that. Sapphire, candy, lilac, and rose. Okay, so first what we're going to do is we're going to put down, usually you have to put two, or it's one layer of each color, and then you put the pusher down. So first we'll go with the lilac. And the thing that I like about a petri dish is you could do whatever you want. So we're gonna just kind of put the colors wherever I just want to put them. So that was the lilac. And you can put them in any order as far as doing the color and then the pusher, whatever you do. I do just put all the colors down and then I put the pusher down. And then this is the candy. And then you have to make sure not to put too much of the alcohol ink because sometimes it will hinder the curing. And then this is sapphire. And I also like to make sure that I shake it just to be on the safe side. And then this is the rose. Okay, so now we're gonna put the pusher down. And it's usually just one drop per color, nothing complicated. This is like super easy to get a really good and wonderful effect. What it essentially does is it pushes the color alcohol ink down into the resin as it cures. So now we just need to go back and just lay down another layer. So I'm just gonna guess where I put everything. So like I said, I like abstract just because it allows me the freedom to kind of just do whatever I like, and no structure, and I just kind of have an idea of what I see in my head, and then I will then, you know, whatever comes out is whatever comes out. And 9 times out of 10, I'm fairly happy with my result. So, all right, so that's the second layer. Now we're gonna put the pusher down. People call this pusher, I don't know. That's what I call it because it pushes the white or the color in. And again, like I said, no, like it's not complicated. You don't need to think about it. And then you can, if you want to, with the resin, before you start pouring everything out, you can add glitter or whatever you want. I choose not to add glitter. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. So you know, it's completely up to you on what you want to do. That's why, you know, art is art. It's completely like I said, it's art. And so and again, with the resin art, people like certain things, you know, like with the stickers, Sanrio stickers and whatnot, or people put leaves and flowers and stuff. This is what I like to do. And so I'm just gonna leave it alone, leave it do its thing, and then now we're gonna try and see what we can do. Let's see. Actually, let's pour this next. So what I'm gonna do, I have poured out some resin for the ashtray. So I've measured it out in whatever quantities I want. And what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna, sometimes I use mica powders. This is a brand that I like. You can go on Amazon and buy all different kinds of mica powders. It doesn't need to be that particular brand. They have really cheap, non-branded stuff, works the same. It just adds some really nice sparkle. And then, of course, the more you add to your resin, the more opaque it gets, the less, obviously, the more translucent it gets. So it all depends on what you're looking for. So so since I've got 3 here, so we're gonna do this black glitter. And what I do is when I get my glitter, depending on who I'm getting it from, sometimes they come in loose in like baggies, Ziploc baggies. Sometimes they come in containers. So what I've bought are these seasoning containers for some that don't come in Ziplocs. So I think I bought a box of 24 of these and I just dumped the whole bag in there and it works well for me. Okay, so we're gonna do black. Okay, let's do this pink. And the black is a fine and chunky. This is also more of a semi-fine and chunky. You know, I have all kinds of glitter, lots and lots of glitter. So, you know, again, it's all up to you what you want to do. If this is something that you're interested in learning on how to do, it's just a matter of learning how to work the resin. And this is not coming out, so we're gonna just do this. Okay, and then let's add some fine glitter. And I'm gonna do this blue. Blue is my favorite color. All shades of blue, turquoise, dark blue, navy, light blue, baby blue, I mean, you name it, I like it. So I use cheapy popsicle sticks. You usually can get like a gazillion of them for like $1 or $2. And then I'm just stirring the glitter into the resin, which of course, like I said, I measured out, and then made sure that it was all mixed up well. If you really want me to give you a tutorial on how to work with resin, I can do that. And then, you know, we can go through that step by step. It's something that I've been working with since 2017. So it's always a work in process. What I like to do is, depending on what I'm doing, I'm just gonna layer. So let's hope I have enough resin to get me to the top of this particular mold. So we're just gonna alternate the colors, and I think I'll have enough. Yep, just enough. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take another popsicle stick because I don't necessarily like the way that it looks like right there. So I'm gonna mix the edges around so the colors are a little blended, and then kind of get them all mixed together so that when we unmold it, you will see a little bit of all of the colors. Okay, so that is poured. And the mat that I'm using is a silicone mat. So resin does not stick to silicone. So when it's cured, I can just peel it all off. So that's poured. Now this is the lid of the jar. So I'm just gonna use the rest of what I have here. And then I'm gonna pour some more resin so I can fill up the jar. What I'll use for the jar, I'll show you how to use the mica. Okay, so that is the jar lid. I'll be back in just a minute after I've poured enough resin to fill the actual jar. Okay, so I've got more resin mixed up. So I added more to the one with the blue glitter in it. So I'm going to add a little more of the blue glitter. Oh, and just to let you know, don't do what I'm doing. Always wear gloves. I tend to not wear gloves. I have a really hard time with gloves. Just because of my fibromyalgia, and I never can find gloves that fit me properly. I have really small hands, like really small hands. So I have a hard time. Not that that's an excuse, but always wear PPE when you're working with resin, because it is a chemical. Okay, so I'm gonna use my mica, and we're gonna use this color here. And when using mica, please use a clean popsicle stick. Otherwise, you'll get resin inside of the mica, and you don't want to do that. You end up ruining it. Okay, so that color is lilac, and I'm going to add just a little of this like charcoalish color to the blue glitter. We'll see how it comes out. to see if it just doesn't like completely obliterate the blue glitter that I just put in. But I do love micas because it gives me also again the freedom to do what I like with the resin. So we're gonna mix it up, see what we get, and I like it. It kind of reminds me of a galaxy like look. And then this is the lilac. So we're gonna mix this up. You can see the way it looks, and you can see it's got this like pearlescent color. And I'm using Dual resin. That's my favorite resin. Not everybody likes it. It's a resin that is easy to work with, has a long working time, cures fairly quickly, and is fairly inexpensive because resin can get really expensive depending on brand you use. But Duo is what I like. I do have a affiliate code. It's MDLD_13. When you use it, I believe on their website, will get you 10% off, and then I get a little bit in return for it. So if you want to try, they do have small bottles of their 2-part epoxy resin. They have UV resin as well. And they also have starter packs that you can purchase off their website that comes with basically everything. Usually when you buy their smaller bottles, it comes with these, these measuring cups, and then a couple of popsicle sticks, and then it comes with gloves. So it kind of gives you a little bit of everything. And then they have a bigger starter pack which has the resin, the cups, the sticks, and then some of their powders, their mica, I think it's like glow in the dark or neon powders, and then findings, and a couple of molds. They've got just like a little bit of everything. And then they also have, if you like diamond painting, they have this diamond painting sealant, which I'm in the process of testing to see if I like it or not, because I also like doing diamond painting. And they also have, they just released a epoxy resin hand wash that will get off if you get it on your skin. It will get it off of your skin. So okay, so we're gonna pour this in here. And it's, like I said, no particular order. It's just mainly I just watch and see what I'm looking for here. And then tomorrow I will post a video and we can unmold everything together. And you can see how everything has either come out or not come out. And that's a nice thing about art. Sometimes stuff comes out, sometimes it doesn't. And you know what? That's okay. I'm not like, oh my God, the world is ending because it did not come out. Usually I'm fine if it doesn't come out because as far as, you know, maybe the color way that I was looking for wasn't exactly the way I saw it in my head. But the only time I've thrown things away is if it doesn't cure properly, and that's usually because of user error, because I did not mix things properly. And that's the thing about resin, is learning to like pour everything evenly, mix things up evenly, all of those things. Everything needs to be exactly done, otherwise things are just not gonna come out. So I'm gonna get another popsicle stick because like you saw, I poured everything in layers. Just gonna kind of just put that in there just to get things a little bit mixed up, and then we'll see what it looks like tomorrow when we unmold it. Okay, so yeah, this artwork, this particular way to do art is definitely messy, but I like it. As you can see, my fingers are now all different colors. The resin does get everywhere, which is why I recommend these silicone mats. If you're going to work on a surface that you need to work on afterwards. This particular desk, I don't really care. Everything usually ends up on it. I had to clear off a bunch of stuff and throw things away so that I could film this video. So anyway, just because we live in a small place, so I have to really shift things around so that I can do my art. So anyway, that's everything is poured. We'll come back tomorrow and unmold everything together. And then you can tell me in the comments what you think, how, you know, what do you think about resin pouring? And then also how you think everything's going to come out tomorrow. And then when we unmold it, if your predictions were correct. And then tomorrow when you look at everything, you can tell me if you like everything or not. And then this is kind of what I want to do, you know, do a little bit of this. Oh, and then I also want to start on this particular kit for my son. It's an amigurumi yarn kit that I bought from Mary Maxim. So hopefully I'll be able to do that here shortly. It took me a little bit to get going today. The fibromyalgia has been acting up, and so has the anxiety. I had a massive panic attack this morning for no apparent reason. And then I also woke up at like 4 or 5 o'clock this morning in a lot of pain because of my fibromyalgia. So all the wonders of chronic pain and mental health problems. But, you know, it is what it is. So in any case, until tomorrow, we will see how things go. I will talk to you later.